Hi everybody. We are trying something a little different today on my channel, and it's big. It's summer at our little witchy cottage, and I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on what's going on. For those of you who have been following me since I started the channel, you know that we have a cabin in Louisiana, and we bought this little witchy cottage about 2 years ago with the intention of it being a second home or possibly an Airbnb. I really love this little cottage, and I fell in love more and more with hot springs. And when my husband decided to close down his business, we made the decision to move up here and live in the cottage. To scale back a little bit, our entire property in Louisiana was 5 acres, and as we're getting older, it's just a lot to take care of. We love the cabin, and we loved filming in the cabin, and as of right now, this recording, it has not sold yet, but it is for sale, and it is empty now. And this weekend we're going to be going down and I'll film the cabin one last time. But right now I've been having an amazing time with this little cottage, and the front yard is so cute. We've been working hard on planting things and getting our witchy garden going, and I just love the ease of this smaller property. It's been fun to decorate, and I've actually been enjoying this property much more even than our cabin. I've planted all kinds of things for our witchy garden. I've got elderberry growing, lots of different herbs. I've planted a very pretty black-eyed Susan that's actually pink. I have a maple, a Japanese maple growing, some butterfly bush, all kinds of just nice outdoor garden flowers. It's been really fun doing that this year. I wanted to plant things that I can cut from when I do my floral arrangements. So I've got Pierce japonica growing. I have oak leaf hydrangea. There's natural wild grapevine growing on our property, which is exciting. I've always used grapevine as a florist. And some really pretty fun things that just pop up in the yard when I'm least expecting it. A lot of things volunteer here because we're in a neighborhood, so I'm always surprised what's growing. The cats love it here. I let them out during the day so they can get some fresh air and sunshine. It's been definitely hard giving up the cabin, and I know a lot of you met us through our spooky enchanted cabin videos, and you might be disappointed not to see the cabin anymore, but I have this adorable cottage, and we are going to be filming more and doing a lot more for this upcoming spooky season. And one of the reasons I haven't been able to post much about the cottage is because we really need the funds from the sale of our cabin to complete our renovations. So we had to kind of put that on hold. Because the cabin is such a niche property, it's taking a lot longer to sell. And so we have to kind of wait until we have the funds from the sale of the cabin to do the things we want to do here. So we're just doing what we can in the meantime. So I'm going to review some things for you, and I hope you enjoy this video. Happy Summerween, guys. I have decided to do something a little different today and review a Steal-It box from Decor Steals. And you might be wondering, what is Decor Steals? Well, last year during the spooky season, I saw a content creator online who was reviewing their Halloween and fall box, and I thought, well, that's so cute. The box impressed me actually more than the contents, but I remembered it, and I thought this year I'm going to see what they have for their Halloween offering. And I also saw that they had this European Cottage Box on their site. So what I decided to do is order one of these and give it a try and let you guys know what I think about these kinds of boxes. I know a lot of people struggle with decorating on their own, and a box like this is tempting because it has like a cohesive amount of items that all work together. So we're gonna unbox this Steal-It box, see if it's worth it, see if it's worth spending your dollars on, or if you're just better off finding these items individually. So we're gonna open it together. I have no idea what's in this box, and let's go. Before I forget, I have a couple of other unboxing things to show you. It is Summerween. I've been decorating outside. This is the first time I've done a Summerween decor, and so I've got a few fun things I want to show you guys as well. So we'll be unboxing those. One is from Michael's, and then the other is from an independent creator who I found on TikTok. I'm super excited about this item. We're going to save that for last. All right, I've got my scissors. This is a big box. Let me show you guys. Let me show you guys just how big it is. Okay, it's about 3 feet wide, good 24 inches, and it's heavy. I have a feeling, just kind of by some of the teasers I saw, that there's a mirror in here, which would be very risky of them to ship. So we're gonna open it together. And I think I'm gonna take off my sweater. It's a little warm now that I've turned off my air conditioning. It's so funny, in the summertime I can't decide whether I need the AC and a sweater on, or no AC, no sweater. I don't know. But it is Summerween, and I'm trying to be a little brighter this year. But by the way, isn't this the cutest sweater? I found this from a seller online, and I have kind of an obsession right now with vintage teacher sweaters. I'm turning into an old lady as we speak. I am your spooky fairy godmother, so trying to look the part. You may have noticed I also cut my hair, and I'm feeling very bippity boppity boo right now. All right, so let's open the box. We're opening it from the top. Yesterday, I was trying to put together my box cutter. It was a new one, and it was making me a mental case, and I gave up, and I'm just looking for a regular old pair of scissors now. Oh, it has a nice card in it. It says, hello there. Steal It box. Nice little seal. How pretty. Steal It box, Decor Steals, European Cottage 2024. Ah, so it has a really pretty little book inside, and the book just has some of the items that are in the Steal It box and how to decorate with them. Great, it has all the information about all the items. Okay, so there's a little booklet to help you figure out how to use it. Some pretty peach paper. Let's put that aside. And then let's take out some of the smaller items first. And we'll do that since it's a little easier to open things that way. This first box is small, and this is cool. So it's a tiny little styrofoam. Y'all, I really hate styrofoam. I wish they could figure out some other more sustainable packing. So already one strike against. This is a potted meat, vintage reproduction potted meat jar. And I don't know if that's a chip. Oh, the chip is glazed, so it's supposed to look like that. It says it's food safe, dishwasher safe, and microwave safe. It's tiny. I don't know what we can use this for other than my little kitty's food, which that's probably what it'll end up being used for. But it's quite cute. It's got sort of a vintage English country vibe feel. And this is a European Cottage Box. So we like that. Let's set that aside. Next in the small boxes, we're going to open this up. Something fabric. Aha. So it is a pillowcase, and it's very pretty. I think that, okay, so this Steal It box was inspired by my 100-year-old home, and I think this is one of her patterns. And this is just an accent pillowcase. And I'm not sure if there's only one or two in here. If there's only one, that's fine, because I have individual chairs I can put it on. It's very pretty and bright for summer. And one of the reasons I was interested in this box is because I have decorated this little witchy cottage of mine in a lot of pinks and rose tones. So this would be perfect for me. And I can put it on an existing pillow. So I like that. So let's get rid of that. This is a free gift from us, the DIYer Monthly. And I'm not sure what that is. So we'll see. I'm sorry I'm a little cut off here, but this is a big box, so it's it was hard to film this. Oh, I see. So it's a piece of fabric, little coasters probably, fabric coasters, and then it comes with a stencil kit, so you can make your own cute little stencils. So that's nice. It does not come with any kind of fabric dye or fabric paint, but that would be a fun little DIY project. moving on to the next smaller box. So there is something large in here. I'm not sure if it's going to be a print or a mirror. Mirror? How do you say mirror? I always get made fun of the way I say, oh, it's a book, the way I say mirror. So another nice item we have here is a book, and I'm a sucker for home decor books. I love them. My whole entire house is covered in books. So this book is by Leslie Saita. I'm not sure if I'm saying her last name right. Saita. A Home to Share, Designs that Welcome Family and Friends, from the creator of My 100-Year-Old Home. Now, I started following her on Instagram because I was not familiar with her. I really liked the aesthetic. I love pink. Pink has just become one of my favorite colors. Raspberry, fuchsia, shrimp, very shabby chic, very cute book. I'm gonna enjoy looking through this. So this so far is my favorite thing in the box is the book. Okay, I have another little box in here. Lots of boxes. So we'll do a retail price estimate on each of these items to see if it was worth buying this Steal It box or not. Sometimes if you have trouble opening these kinds of boxes, I will open it from the bottom and just push it through instead of struggling with it, especially with styrofoam. I don't want that styrofoam all over the place. So we'll try it and see. We'll work with this box. Ah, candlesticks. Nice. I can always use candlesticks. They are very pretty. Funny, I just used some gold ones like this in the event I did last weekend. So there's a very pretty copper modern one. There's a very nice weighted feel to this one. I'm not sure what the material is. These are kind of a copper and rose gold color. Those are very pretty. I'm going to set those over there. And I like this one. Oh, it's very heavy. I like that quality. It feels very good. As a floral designer who uses a lot of coppery colors, candlesticks, I use coppery colors too. I really appreciate the weight on these because they won't get knocked over. And that's a beautiful finish on that. So I'm quite impressed with the candlesticks. Not too bad, not too bad. I like the combination. Let me grab those again. I like the combination of the modern with the more vintage vibe. I'm a big fan of modern vintage decorating. I like a combination of both. Otherwise, things tend to get very grandma-ish looking, which is okay. It's okay. But you want to not look like too themey, and you want to try to avoid looking dusty. All right, here we go. I don't know what's in this box, but it's a good sized box. It feels heavy. Let's get it out. Whoop. Be careful. Some kind of decorative pieces. There's some assembly required. So we're gonna set this aside. There's nothing else in this box, so we're gonna toss those over there, toss that there. And it looks like something I need to assemble. Maybe it'll turn into some kind of a box or a planter or something, or maybe, who knows, we'll see. And then last but not least, this guy is so heavy. This is very heavy. Oh, there's one other thing in here. There's quite a few things in here. So the retail price of this box was $149.95 plus the shipping. This box is very light, so let me open it. Artificial flowers. So we got some faux flowers going on. Since that's the last thing in here. Oh, pretty. Kind of like a tulip magnolia bloom with some dried pods. Yeah, they're dried, and a very pretty dusty rose color and cream. What does it say? Magnolia pods and stems. Not bad. Pretty colors. When I get done unboxing everything, I'll do all of them together. So that is everything in the box. The box is beautiful, very pretty box for storage. All right, this last item is probably a print, but we shall see. And it is quite heavy. It's some kind of frame picture or something. Like I said, my guess was probably, you tell me. Ah, I see shiny. It's a mirror. And it's very heavy. Let me not break it. Let's see if these, yeah, it's gonna be in pieces here, so let's sit it down. All right, so that is very brave of them to ship a mirror, I have to say, but it was packaged very well. One thing I'm noticing about all these pieces is there's a heaviness to them and a quality, and I appreciate that. So that means to me that it's better made materials, and I like that. Let's get the scissors. So this whole Steal It box is European Cottage, which is perfect for someone like me. So it's some metal. I wouldn't do like farmhouse or anything too country, but I like French country and I like English country, which is more my aesthetic. So this is very heavy, very, very heavy piece, very, very well made. So as you can see, it's got a topper that goes on it. So if you didn't like the topper, I guess you could keep it off and just invert it or turn it upside down. And you could probably either hang or lean this piece. Oh, that's very pretty top. So can you see the relief? It's kind of like a Della Robbia floral garland design here in the middle. And that goes on the top of this slightly distressed vintage vibe white mirror. And it's gonna fit on top of there like so. That's pretty easy to put together. So not bad at all. It's quite heavy. So I'm very impressed with the quality. So I'll put some of these things together and we'll see them all together in just a minute. So the mirror came with an Allen wrench and some screws. It was quite easy to put together. I mean, it took me no time at all. The box also came with screws and nicely a little screwdriver. So that was great. If you don't have those items, made putting this together super easy. This is an actual planter, but could be used for maybe a wastebasket or also a riser if you flipped it over. And that's actually how I used it. I wanted to show you guys how you could use one of these kinds of pieces for that as well. It is made out of engineered wood as far as I can tell, a very soft wood. If you're going to use it as a planter, I'd definitely make sure you have really good liner in here. If you're going to put a live plant, if you do a faux plant, it doesn't matter. If you're going to do a wastebasket, definitely put a liner in it. The pattern on it has kind of reminds me of a lot of the pieces that you could find back in the 90s, so a bit of a shabby chic feel to it. The faux stems at first glance were very pretty, but when I started taking them apart to shape them, I have to admit I was a little disappointed in the magnolia stems specifically. The dried kind of bunny tail looking stems, they're great. They're actually tape and wire, which is what I prefer when I'm looking for faux florals and silks. But these were skimpy. You could clearly see that it's missing blooms. Whenever you guys buy blooms or silk flowers at your local hobby stores, check the stems and make sure when you're looking for these little pieces that they have the actual flowers on them or there's no missing pieces. A lot of times they get jumbled up and then all of those fall off. And I just feel like the quality of these stems was bad. The pliers I'm holding here are called dikes, and these are wire cutters specifically, great for floral. On this little table, I placed a 1970s vintage scarf that I already had. I'd picked up at an antique store. It's got some rose gold colors, some little English thatched cottages on it. It was actually perfect. I went ahead and made a vignette here for you guys to see how these pieces look together. The bright pillowcase it pops really nicely. I had a vintage container that has a bonsai in it, and I placed the mirror against my window because I have stained glass peel and stick press on my windows, and so I was able to do that, and you're not going to see it through the window. And then with the candlesticks, I put black candles in it. I like using black as a ground for pink. When you have a lot of pink or pastel-y colors, adding black really helps tone it down a little bit and give it a little more of a sophisticated feel. Overall, all of this is very pretty. There's a little potted meat container. I put some of quartz crystals in it from Arkansas that we have here. And I added a piece of dried palm that I had painted a copper color. I'd used that in an event not too long ago. And it really helped kind of tie that arrangement. So you want to always add some other elements with silks like this. You don't want to just stick with what came in the packaging. Hi guys. So I just went ahead and did a little bit more of a vignette here so you could see everything a little closer. It's all very pretty. It all worked really well together. I was able to incorporate things I already had. So it was a win in that regard. And you see, I flipped the pillow over so you get more of that dusty rose color. There's the book. Can't wait to read that. I'm looking forward to that. I literally think that was my favorite thing, but I love books, so that's just me. And as you can see, it works really well in our cottage. So here are my final thoughts on the Decor Steals Steal It box. Was it worth it? Yes and no. I'm going to tell you why. The box retails for $149 plus a $5 shipping fee, and you get a mirror, candlesticks, the planter, a little crock, a book, faux stems, and a free gift. Well worth the $149. This would make a great gift, and if you are unsure of what to send somebody and you kind of know their design style, this would be a perfect gift to give. Everything that came in the box really works well with my house. Even the color scheme is perfect. I liked everything in it. The quality on 90% of it was good. I would say the quality is very similar to a Kirkland's and Hobby Lobby. It has that kind of vibe to it. Little bit better quality vibe, but not a whole lot more. The little crock that came with it, a little bit small and kind of would be a good ring dish or cat food bowl or a treat bowl for your kitty. It's cute. It has that Hobby Lobby faux European, just like when I was talking about Michael's doing the French Rococo look. You have to be really careful with stuff like that or it can kind of look a little tacky if it's not done well. I thought the design on it was nice. I liked the lettering. So I mean, I didn't hate it. The pillow was cute. I don't usually choose that kind of modern floral pattern, but it's bright and colorful. It's perfect for spring and summer. If I flip it around, it's got that velvety, dusty pink color on the back, which was fine. I had no problem with that. The book's great. I can't wait to finish looking through that book. Everything in the whole set. I love the candlesticks, the quality of most of the three. The two were very heavy. The metal one's a little more flimsy, but the two coppery gold, rose gold were very heavy and the quality was good. The disappointing thing in the box, at first they looked very pretty, the faux stems. However, as you could see in my video, a lot of the magnolia blooms were gone on that. It looked like they bought like a lot, like a box lot of cheap magnolia stems. The kind that you would find at like Walmart. That's the kind of quality. Very flimsy, hard to shape. I wasn't impressed. I am picky though. I'm a floral designer and I work with really high-end silk stems, so I could be being a little bit more critical. The dried stems were much better. They were wired and taped and they were actual dried pods. They looked a lot like bunny tails, so I like those. Those are pretty. And I incorporated some copper colored palm leaves that I had already painted for an event the other week, last week, and they looked great in there. And I had put those in a vintage English pitcher, crock pitcher, stoneware pitcher. So as you could see with my tablecloth that I used, it was perfect for that. The colors all worked together with the quartz crystal pieces here from our area in Arkansas. It all worked really well together. I think overall it's a good deal because all of those items would have cost you well over $200 to buy, probably $250 if I guesstimated. So yeah, I think it's a good deal, and it's an easy way for you to like be one and done. Plus it was super fun to open. I like subscription boxes just for the fun of it. Most of the items in it, it's like you're paying for packaging. The next thing that we're going to open up is from Michaels. And Michaels did a very interesting line for the summer release. They released it early, and it was called Hippie Hollow. And it's very divisive. Some people loved it, some people hated it. I loved some of it and I hated some of it. One thing I really did like, and I do tend to like Michael's garlands and banners that they do. So I just wanted to show you a couple things I did buy because we have a little above ground pool, and I got an inexpensive kind of outdoor, I don't know what you call it, like a gazebo pavilion. It's just a fabric one. There's a name, I just can't think of it. So I found at Michael's these very cute Summerween ghosty banners. And I really like them because I love disco balls, and we hung a disco ball. And this works with our disco ball, and I got the disco ball garlands. They are so cute and so fun. And I love the kind of peachy pink colors of them all. And they work with my aesthetic and color here. So for New Year's Eve, I thought these would be perfect. And I love these. These are very summery and cheery. And really, besides a disco ball votive holder, candle holder, that is all I bought from that collection. Because to me, it's very cutesy and sweet, but it wasn't quite the vibe for inside. But it's perfect for my outdoor decorations and for a little party we're planning on having for the kids later in the summer. So my last favorite thing I want to show you that I got, fun thing to show you guys. The packaging is amazing. It says Summerween Fun inside. And this is from a Black Star, and she's an independent company on TikTok and Instagram. We're going to be really careful, and you'll see why. I'm going to make sure I don't even touch what's in here. This is genius. This is her invention or concept or design or whatever you want to call it. And it's so fun. I think I screamed when I saw it. So let's pull it out of the package. Oh, this packaging is amazing. Now, can you guess what this is? I bet you can't. There's a Black Star. Okay, so it's in its own little cover, and it says Black Star on the front of it. How cute is that? So it has its own little container package to keep it in. There's a there's a very cute Halloween note. Summerween fun has arrived. Thank you for believing in the very first Halloween swimming pool. I hope it brings you joy during the most terrible time of the year, right? Finally, a reason to look forward to Summerween. Before you know it, it'll be spooky season. Have fun and soak safely. Stay spooky. Free art print on the back. And she signed her name, but I can't read her handwriting, but I'll try to find out. And then a cute little bat sticker and an art print. I love it. Thank you. And a vinyl repair kit. So let me show you guys this. Literally lost my mind when I saw it. We have a above ground swimming pool, but I thought this would be so fun to fill up and float it in in the pool and put one of our skellies in it. So that's what we're going to do. So this is literally a blow up Halloween swimming pool. Okay, so we're going to have to blow it up so you can see. But it's a jack-o'-lantern. Get it open. I honestly am so stoked about this. This is my favorite thing I've bought this year, and I love that I bought it from an independent creator. I'm gonna throw a picture up here so you can see, but it's like a kid's kiddie pool, and it's very large. I'm wrestling with it, but it's a jack-o'-lantern. It's adorable. So I cannot wait to go blow this up. We're gonna go outside in just a minute. I'm gonna hang those garlands and do this. And our spooky Summerween decor outside will be done. Woohoo! So thanks for watching so far, and I'll be back in just a few. So I'm going to show you guys how to hang this garland around if you have a pool pavilion like we do, and it turned out really cute, and I hope you guys enjoy this. This is how all the disco ball garlands looked with our disco mushrooms we picked up at TJ Maxx, which I'm obsessed with. They're so sparkly. With this awesome disco ball garland from Michael's, what we want to do is hang it around our pavilion. I'm going to show you how to do that. That's super easy, and this is how you measure garland so that it works. You see that the garland actually starts here, so you want to fold it in half. Okay, and this is where you're going to find your halfway point. You're going to ignore this piece right here, and then you're going to cut it, because this is where all of the disco balls are. So you're going to cut it in half right here. And I was showing you guys earlier, these are called dikes. They're a larger wire cutter used for floral. These work great. Invest in a pair. Get some at your local Home Depot or Lowe's. And they cut really well, and they're awesome if you do custom florals and silk, so you want to have those on hand. Now, keep in mind with these, they are wire and paper. So if you're doing these outside, there is the potential for them to rust. So just keep that in mind. If you don't care about that, you know, you're just using them for the season, it's fine. But what you can do is put a dab of hot glue on the end or use floral tape and seal them off. But they can, if they get wet, unravel and turn rusty, so just keep that in mind. Okay, so we have two sections now that are about the same length, and the reason I cut them in half is because I put the banner in the middle and I put these two pieces on the end, and that kind of cut down my cost a little bit. All right, let's go. So the easiest way to measure, because I'm a person who never measures anything, I eyeball everything, but what I do know on pieces that are pre-made like this is there's going to be a middle and an end part, right? So on this piece, this is the middle part. I've already hung a ribbon. You're looking at the ribbon? Okay. And then over here is where this piece comes together again. So I'm going to take a double-faced satin ribbon. You want to use a double-faced satin ribbon and not an acetate because it's stronger. You can use zip ties as well. I would not recommend water if it's outdoors because it's going to rust. Tie a ribbon here. So you're at this point, you're at that point, that's your middle. And then you have this point right here, which is going to catch up those lights that we already hung. And you're going to tie your double-faced ribbon right here. And you can get double-faced ribbon from your florist if you cannot find it at craft stores. Do not get wired ribbon, just plain double-faced satin. It's very strong and it holds up, plus it looks pretty. All right, so then what we're going to do is, like we did with the disco balls, we're going to measure it in the middle. We're going to find our two ends, and that's our middle. And on all these pieces, the middle is the one that kind of looks like a disco ball. So you'll know you measured right. And normally I would start in the middle, but because of the way the banner is, there's no middle piece, right? But I've already measured, and I've already done these three sides. So what I'm going to do is put the satin through there. See, that already has a loop on the end, so super easy. And I am facing the decorated side in because that's the side you're going to see when you're in the pool. If you face, you can do either. You can face the decorated side out, but the way that our yard is set up, we wouldn't even see it anyway. And I want to see all my little ghosties when I'm in the pool. Okay, so we're going to bring it all the way over here. Going to catch it here. And you're going to pull that one ribbon really tight. Ta-da! Tie it, double knot it. Let the streamers hang down. And if you want, you can add more streamers, which I may do later. I might do some more hot pink, orange, and peach streamers. And if you'll notice, woo, my middle is right there in the center. Okay? And then if you really want to reinforce it, you can just tie it up on this side. If you want it to hang flush and not be hanging down too much, because if it gets moisture or wet, it could get saggy. There you go. Super easy, super fast. Didn't need zip ties, didn't need wire, just ribbon. I did zip tie the first front part of it because I'm used to doing that as a florist, and I'm like, I'm just going to do ribbon. It'll be faster and easier, and oh my God, it's so much less. So now all my little ghosties are inside. I've cut that garland into 2 pieces now, right? And the reason I did that is because I wanted banner with disco balls on either side, so it's kind of staggered look. If you want, you can do disco ball solid and then a banner, but it won't work out as easily as this does in a square. But you can do it however you want. The nice thing about this is it's wired, so what you want to do is push all the balls kind of down, and then we want to kind of overlap where the banner is. So we're going to pull it around like that. And then I'm going to use that ribbon that's already hanging down. And I'm going to tie it in place. So see, it's already there. This is how I also hang Christmas garlands. And then I'm just going to, since this is wired, I'm just going to push it up and through here. I could tie it in the corner if I want to. Because it's wired, it's very easy to twist around. And I really like that they did that with this, and they're not just plastic stems. It's really that easy and really fast. And that side's done. Didn't take but a minute. This side still has its loop. So we're gonna put that loop part on this corner because we don't want a gap between where the ball starts and the banner starts. So we're gonna put that over here. And actually, if I want to, I can just run that ribbon to make it a little bit more secure. I can run it right through that loop, tie it, double knot it. Believe me, once that satin ribbon gets any kind of moisture, it locks and it will not come apart. And then what we want to do, we have a little extra on this side. And the corners can be a little heavier if you want, that's no big. Tie it tight like so. And then the remaining disco balls, we want to kind of just play with those into the banner so that it's sort of seamless, okay? And it's just that easy. And if you scan around and let everybody see how it looks, Matt, it turned out so pretty. So on the front part, I had actually done this with zip ties. And I was like, you know what? I really like when I just do it with ribbon. So I'm going to take this part down and we're going to redo it with the ribbon. I mean, guys, is this brilliant, genius, or what? I love this so much. I'm so stoked that this creator thought to do this. It's just like a big piece of orange candy. and we love it, and we had little fun with it, and we're going to show you right now. This is our little garden around the pool. Here's our friend who showed up to help us out. Look at that nice golden tan. You're looking fab, darling, fab. Let's have a party and invite your ghoul friends over. It all came together so well. Our disco ball, I got that from TJ Maxx as well. This cute Summerween spooky garland from Michael's mixed in with all of our little garlands of disco balls, which I can't even tell you how much I love it. I'm going to have so much fun with this when the kids come over. Look at that jack-o'-lantern smiling up at us. Our little garden, I've got some solar mushroom lights. I'll show you guys how that looks. I put our disco mushroom out there. Look how pretty the colors are on these disco balls. They're, like I said, a peachy pink and silver. They just are so pretty. They have such summer colors, and they really match well with the garland. Look at our little ghosties. How cute. Like I said, I really like this line, aspects of this line. Here is how it looks at night with our solar mushrooms. I got those at Lowe's. They've had those for a couple years now. And our little disco mushroom sailing into summer here. Oh my gosh, so cute. What happened to the girlfriends? Oh, they're coming, she says. They're coming. Look at that sparkle. It's so fun. What do you guys think about the Hippie Hollow line? Did you like it? I know a lot of people hated it. And the gang's all here. Everybody's having a great time in the swimming pool tonight. I cannot wait. The rest of the summer is so much more fun now that we can celebrate Summerween. Don't you guys agree? For those of us who love Halloween so much and you just want to have that little fun and excitement, I can't think of anything more perfect. And everything's looking so magical right now at night. I picked up these wonderful solar lights from a TikTok shop, and they change colors and they just make it look so incredible. It's so fun. So I'm going to take a break, enjoy all of that hard work that I just did with a nice glass of wine. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Summerween, and we'll see you on the next video. Ta-da!